Hello, welcome to Scrap Time. My name is Christine, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the April monthly box of craft products from Tonic Craft Kit collection, and it is called Wildflower Garden. We're going to start by going through what's in the box. I'm going to show you some things I made, and I'm going to talk about a little technique using some of the extra products that come with the kit. So we open it up, we have a bag which will have like your embellishments and your mediums and stuff. I've already put my dies into my little craft folder, and then you have a little folder that has all your papers. So I'll start with the dies and the stamps. You also get a little sticker, Wildflower Garden. So this set of dies features these windows. And so there's different elements and doors and that to the windows. So I made cards to show you how these dies all work together. And then there's little add-ons. This one says home, welcome. You have some flower pots, flowers and greenery. And so I used many of these dies that I'll show you in my samples. And then you get a little stamp set. The pot stamps fit right over top of the pots, and there's a couple greetings and some little flowers and stuff as well. I'll just keep these out to have them handy when I show you the samples. Next we'll move to our bag of goodies. This is always my favorite part of the kit. And so this month we have some white cards, and I've used these cards, so I'll show you, but they're a nice heavyweight card. They're larger than, they're an A6 card, so typically Americans use A2 cards, so a bit larger size. I ended up actually cutting down my cards. So there's a nice set of cards and envelopes. You get 10 cards, 10 envelopes. We have some glitter here, purple shimmer. This is one of the Aquaflow pens, Nuvo, there it is, Aquaflow, and this one is in cinnamon stick. Nuvo crystal drops. This color is pink orchid, it's very pretty. We have some gold Nuvo embellishing mousse. And then we have a small thing of crystal glaze Nuvo product. And so both of these are little like sample sizes, which I love that you get in the kits because it allows you to test out products if you don't want to buy them. You can decide first if you like to use it before you invest in the larger one. So I really like getting these little sample sizes in the kits. Oh, it also came with a brush that you can use for applying mousse. I was using it to swish away some glitter. It has multiple uses. So it's their little double-ended brush. Okay, and then next, the paper. Now, I've already made my samples, so the paper I've already cut, but you'll get some idea. You get 2 sheets of this double-sided paper in sort of this yellow print and then the stripe. This is a pearlescent paper in black. I'm not sure if you can see that nice shine. It has a nice thickness to it. This is a green, just canvas cardstock. This is a pearlescent gold. A darker, more foresty green canvas cardstock. A purple cardstock. And now we have some mirrored papers. This pinky purple color. Whoosh! Here's like a red. This is a dark green. And there's also a black that I used to try something out that I'll be showing you in a bit. So those are the papers. You get with this set. So we'll move on to some things I made. So I'm going to bring the dies back out just so I can show you the dies as we go. So this die here is your main window shape that you'll use for everything. And then it's how these other dies fit in. So this first little card is a simple window. There was also a black pearlescent paper. Oh, I showed you that one. So the black pearlescent is what I use for all my windows. So this would be this die with this one. So that is what will cut the window. So it's not a cutting line here. That's what gives you the fold line. So you put that, and then this set sets in like that, and you cut it all together, and that's how you get these really pretty windows. Then I just added a little kitty in there, the kitty sitting in the window. And then this background paper is classic card cornflower blue that I happen to have. So that's one way you can use these little dies. So this time, the combination I used was this one here with this set. So this fits right in there, and then this fits in there. Again, it doesn't cut there. That's what gives it the fold. So you go like that, and this is the window you get. And then I cut out this greenery as well as two of these greeneries, and I just layered them to make it more full. And I used my little drops there to add some little flower detailing to it. And for the background, I used the specialty paper. It's handcrafted cotton paper in Hailstorm. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. So for this card here, I wanted to use this die, but I just want to show you that when you layer these two dies together, they're very close. You can see they're like exact. And so I was afraid that one might shift a little, and you don't want your dies over top of another. So when I did this one, I cut the black out solid first, then I placed this on my cutout and just taped it in place. I taped everything in place with some washi tape when I cut them. And ran it through again, because when it's that close, you don't want to ruin your dies. So that's just one thing with this one to think about. And I also did the little pots here. So you can see the stamps sit over the pots. I just stamped in some brown, and I put some brown distress ink over it. But I did two layers. You should be able to see on the side there, it stands up. I used the little pop-up adhesives here from Tonic to layer them, but I just found by layering them, I cut out all this greenery and the grass, and I put some on the front and some on the back, and it just adds more depth to it to give it just that extra dimension. And I used the clear glaze in all the flowers just to add the little middles. And then in the background this time, I used the powder blue lace embossed card, and just to give it that sort of texture and that in the background. So the good thing about kits is not only that you have dies and stamps, which is always fun to use, but you also have all these other mediums, right? Like we had the embossing mousse or embellishment mousse, some glitter. I showed you how I had used this on to add some dots and the glaze and that. So sometimes I like to play with the medium. So I didn't make a card, but I was just playing. So here is that dark black mirror paper I said was also in it. But what I did is I took a stencil I had. Now, when you're using the embellishment mousse, if you want that nice thick, like opaqueness, then you want to use a palette brush with it. If you just want to add a bit of gold to something and have the color show through, then you can use a brush and it will be a lot softer. But I wanted that nice opaqueness, and then you can see how great that little black gloss from the paper shines through. But to add to it, I put it all down, and while it was wet, I then sprinkled the shimmer all over it. I let it dry, and then what I like to do is use this brush just to like clear off any excess glitter. I had already cleared it off, so not much is clearing off now. But you can see just by adding the glitter on the mousse, it gives you some nice sparkly flowers. And from this, I can like cut it out. I could make a card or whatever. But right now, I was just more experimenting how nice that black shine pops through the gold. And if you wanted to use your other products and the mediums versus just the dyes, that's the great thing with kits is you have full bottles of these that you can use on any project you're working on. So that's great with all these extra embellishments. You want to find ways to use those as well. So hopefully that gives you some inspiration if you're getting this kit in April. You can subscribe to the kits through Tonic Studios. You can buy them monthly, you can buy them quarterly, you can buy them one at a time. And but kits are always really fun because it just gives you a nice assortment of products and papers and embellishments. I really like Tonic because it has a bit of everything in it to work together and just to create something for that month. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos on YouTube. In the meantime, here are a couple other videos you might be interested in watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.